If you're a coach or consultant who is tired of inconsistent leads, then this video is exactly what you need. You see, most coaches think they have a marketing problem when the real issue is hidden, and until you fix it, leads will stay inconsistent no matter how hard you hustle. So in this video, you'll discover why coaches struggle with consistent leads and how to fix it. This is video number 1 of my free online course that teaches how to generate more consistent leads in your coaching business so that you scale beyond referrals. If you're new to my channel, my name is Peter Scott, founder of Fearless Coach Academy, where we have trained thousands of coaches to launch and scale their coaching business over the last 10 years. So mistake number 1 is most coaches rely on referrals instead of systems. Referrals are great when getting started. In fact, one of the strategies that I recommend every one of our students use when they first start is doing market research interviews, reaching out to their network, the people who already know, like, and trust them, conducting market research interviews, and getting clients from that. And the non-surprising thing is that it actually works. It is the fastest path to your first 3 to 5 to 10 clients. But once you fully exhaust your network, relying solely on word of mouth keeps your growth reactive, not predictable. And without a proactive system, your calendar starts to look empty. So yes, if you're starting from scratch and you have 0 clients, then start with referrals. Referrals are the highest quality leads you could ever imagine. I mean, think about it. Think about how much effort and how good you need to be as a marketer to take a complete stranger online who's never met you, lower their resistance, build their trust, add enough value so that they lean in and they're curious about your coaching. They book a call and then they pull out and they pay $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 to work with you. That takes a lot of work. Versus a referral, someone who is referred to you by a trusted source, that is way easier. They already come trusting you because they're referred by a friend. So I'm not discounting referrals. What I'm saying is start there. But if you're already an established coach and you've exhausted your network, get out of the referral trap and start thinking about building a system that brings you predictable leads. Mistake number 2 is they focus on content over client acquisition. You see, posting on social media and creating content is not the same as building a client acquisition engine. So think of an engine. If you're not creating content that's designed to attract qualified buyers, then you're just adding noise. You're just being that social media influencer who's spinning their wheels on social media. You're not actually generating leads. So a lot of coaches think that, I've got I've got all these issues with my systems, but if your content isn't clear, if it doesn't add value, if it doesn't have a clear call to action and invitation for them to take the next step by downloading your lead magnet or booking a call, then of course you're not going to get leads. So think about all of the creation of your content through the lens of acquiring clients. That is the purpose of content, is to get you leads and get you clients. Mistake number 3 is connected to this, and that is they lack a clear and magnetic message. I think you would agree that this online coaching space is completely noisy and saturated. And I've been in the industry since 2010, so a long time ago. And it was a lot easier then, to be honest, to start generating leads and create social media followers and convert clients and all those things. The problem is that there's a lot of other coaches out there. And so there's a lot of noise. So if your message isn't sharp and it doesn't speak directly to your ideal clients, their pain points, then people just scroll past you. And you're lost in the noise, even if you're an amazing coach. And a magnetic message stops the scroll and makes potential clients think, this is exactly what I need. The idea here, and this is a principle of great marketers over the last hundreds of thousands of years. This is not new, but the principle is, if you can enter the conversation that's already happening in their mind, you've won. In other words, instead of you trying to educate and convince somebody to want your service, what you want to do is to craft a message that cuts through the noise and attracts the people that not only have the problem that you can solve, but they're looking for a solution. And when you've done that, you just accelerated your path to your next paying client. The 4th mistake I see coaches make is they don't have a proven process to guide prospects. Even when coaches get leads, they lose them because they don't have a repeatable process to nurture and enroll them. Think about it this way. When somebody comes across you Even if they become a lead, meaning they download your lead magnet, they opt into your email address, list, whatever it is, they still at that point have a high level of resistance and a low level of trust. Think of them as like a 1, 2, or 3 on the temperature scale of 1 to 10. Your content from there, emails, videos, is designed to lower that resistance and build that trust so that they become an 8, 9, or 10 and then book a call with you. So without a step-by-step framework, every lead feels like starting from scratch. So it's really critical that you not only have a lead gen system, but also a lead nurture system. And I'll teach you all this stuff in this video series in the next few videos. The fifth and final mistake is that they try to do everything alone. This is hands down the biggest mistake. Thinking you can figure this out without guidance is adding months and years to your journey. The fastest way to consistent leads is modeling a proven roadmap that already works for successful coaches. Now, I get it. I have that lone wolf mentality mindset. I have struggled with letting go of control and trusting other people, and it held me back for years. But when I've recently hired my business coach and my mentors, and I started to work with people that are further along the path than I am, it collapsed time. Instead of me trying to figure it out on my own, which could have taken me another 10 years, I got to where I wanted to go in 6 to 12 months. So that's a really important takeaway that you get from this, because I get that if you already have a coaching practice and you've got clients, you may think you have everything figured out. But it's probably, more likely that you don't. So those are the 5 mistakes that I see most coaches make when it comes to consistent leads. So before I wrap up this video, can you do me just a quick favor, and can you subscribe to the channel if you got value from this video? Because it is super, it takes a lot of effort for me to put this out there. And if you never want to miss a future video, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell right now. And once you've subscribed, make sure to check out my next video in this free online course that reveals the 4 most scalable lead gen strategies for coaches.